How else do we find God? What else would he be? Well, here's where we really get to find him. If you really want to know God, he's in the most amazing parts that you find him. The where he's most significantly found is in the mystical places. Because if God is who you would think he is, bigger than anything we can think of, then you'd have to communicate with him differently than when you would a human, because he's not like us. You'd have to speak to him in a language different than the ones we would use together. We'd call it prayer. You'd have to hear and feel and smell and taste and touch him in a different way than we do with empirical evidence. We'd call it faith. It'd be a different way of seeing. And in that experience of seeking him out, we'd find out things that we may not even want to hear. But if he's the rule maker, we've got to listen. I've done some studies, my friends. I've found out some things about God. Whether you like it or not, God is a guy. Look, all the ladies are laughing. The dudes are like, dear, may I laugh as well at that? And all the young marrieds get that little elbow thing. All the guys married over 30 years, they got a callus. They don't even feel that anymore. God is a guy. How do we know that? Evidence, that's right. God isn't just faith alone. Empirical evidence can help us find the very God that gave us the ability to think about him. Number one, we know he's a guy because he always calls himself Father. And up until year 2012, that was normally considered a dude. I know. Who thought that was going to get complicated? How else do we know God's a guy? Because everything he invented, he said, was good. Look what I made! And this is before duct tape, 16, I'll tell you right now. Matter of fact, if God used duct tape, he would have used a real duck. Because he's God. How else do we know God's a guy? Because he worked hard for 6 days and then took a nap. On Sunday, so he could watch the game. Look, I've made people. Here's the rule book. Oh, fumble. And lastly, how do I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that God Almighty is not only real, but he's a guy? Because he invented women. And they were naked. Only a guy would have come up with that one. Look, got a couple Southern Baptists snuck in. I don't believe he said naked. I thought this was a Christian comedy show and he said naked. I'm trying to have pure thoughts and now I have naked people stuck in my head. All I can see is naked people dancing through tulips and clovers. Everywhere I go is naked people stuck in my head. Why would he say naked? And God said it was good. Yes, sir, my brother. There's a man that knows what naked's all about.